3, 2, 1.
Good morning, St. Johns County, and welcome into the St. Johns County show that's on in the morning. My name is Pete Melfi. With me, it's Troy Blevins. I don't know why I introduce us every morning. Most people know who we are by now that watch the show. Troy?
It's what we have to do.
I guess it is.
It's one of those things you have to get through the process.
Yeah, it's just the very beginning of the show. For people who don't understand, you just have to hit the points, man.
Yeah,
you
you
just
got
have to hit the points. You got to do the robotic thing.
Talk about sharing.
Talk about sharing. Talk about commenting. Talk about the 904 Now app, which is great, by the way.
Expanding your camera, whatever it's called. What's it called?
Expanding my camera.
No. Where full screen?
Full screen.
Yeah,
that's
that
right.
thing.
Full screen.
That
the
thing,
show.
too.
All
Yeah.
that stuff, man. All that good stuff that helps us with the Facebook algorithms.
Mhm.
And, of course, download the 904 Now app.
And
who knows how much longer we'll be dealing with the
And
Facebook
I have to tell everyone
algorithm.
it's Thursday because they don't know until I tell them.
You know, I don't know until you tell
Yeah,
me, but
yeah.
I'm not really actually awake at this time. Thank you, Troy. I appreciate you letting at least me know that it's Thursday. And I do want to let everybody out there know that the morning show is sponsored by our friends at Old City Homes. Jerry has sold 8 of his brand new 2-bedroom, 2-bath houses. He's got a couple remaining. Give him a call now if you are in the market, and let him know. Let you know what he currently has available for you. 904-466-9505. And big shout out also to Primpin' Ain't Easy and Fidus Roofing, who we'll talk about later. And Dan Bagan of Bagan and Company, waving his hand, but nobody can see it except us.
Mhm.
We need to get a producer cam. I've been shying away from a producer cam because I personally don't need to be on camera any more than I am.
You already are.
Yeah, I don't need to scare people more than once a day.
Mm.
But
But
for
the
people
good news
like
is
Dan,
your hair always looks good.
thank you. It's a little, it's a little humid outside, so my hair's a little frizzy today.
Yeah. Mine was standing up. So, Dan, are you having a good hair day, Dan?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's
That's a good,
why
good
the,
thing.
the camera's not on me.
Good
There
thing
you
we
go.
don't have a
Yeah.
producer cam.
There,
then.
there
Oh,
you go.
yeah.
It's a real short comb over today.
Yes,
Wow.
yeah,
Jeez,
yeah.
that's a real short comber. I think Dan's hair is shorter than ours.
Yeah. Is that even possible?
Yeah, I can feel my hair.
I have spots and I have hair.
This is an indicator, folks, that we
How great
really,
this show's gonna be.
We really
Is this
don't have much.
Bald Man Thursday? Is
Yeah.
that what they call it?
Today. I don't know what it is. It is stall for time. It is try to take up 15 to 20 minutes worth of time Thursday. That's what it is. We have a couple things. We have quite literally a couple things to talk about. They're just
Well, we have to do a quick update that
Okay.
both victims are deceased
yes.
from yesterday
from
yesterday's
the,
show, and both victims are
Shooting
deceased.
the other
Yeah.
day. Yes.
So we just feel for their families, and thank St. Johns County for being there so quickly and getting the suspect in custody,
Mm-hmm.
so that people can feel safe in that neighborhood too. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
Absolutely.
that's all we're going to talk about. That we don't want to be the Debbie Downer on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Not to be the Debbie Downer, but let's talk about the debate, Troy. Did you watch the debate at all last night?
I missed like the first 15 minutes of it.
Yeah.
I was at the social lounge talking sports and went, oh crap, the debate.
Yeah, well,
And-
talking
and-
sports was probably a little more fun than watching the actual debate.
I had somebody else doing my trivia show, so I could watch the debate. Then I forgot about the debate.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Well, I was counting on you for debate analysis, so I guess we're
Well,
not
no,
even
no,
talking
no,
about the
I mean,
debate.
it
No.
was it was kind of what we expected. Much more civil.
Yeah, it's kind of. I have a feeling people are going to be saying today that this is the way they wish the presidential debates had gone.
Mhm.
Just in terms of the tones of the candidates.
Yeah, but those personalities set that. Trump set the personality on the first one.
Yeah.
I don't think there was a clear cut winner on either side, in my opinion.
No.
I think it was a draw.
Okay.
I don't think anybody changed their mind last night.
No. Are they having more than one vice presidential
I think they
debate,
only
or
do
is that
one.
it? Yeah, they only need one.
They only do
Um,
one, and it was not exciting.
No, I mean,
Like,
let's
I mean,
be honest.
during-
You know, we're
During
talking.
the debate, even on good questions, I found myself looking at my phone, going, "What's on my phone?"
Yeah.
Like, I-
Nobody
I-
cares what the vice president has to say. Let's be real here, man.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. Nobody
No.
cares.
No, I was. Yeah.
They don't really speak for the president. They quasi speak for the president and the candidate who's running for president.
Yeah, I went to the 904 Now app and watched some of the shows on that network.
There you
I
go.
mean, that was way more entertaining.
Much
there.
more entertaining.
yeah.
And we have numerous shows in the
Yeah.
904 Now app and on the TV channels for Roku and Fire Stick as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't get anything out of it. I don't think many people got much out of it.
Yeah. Well, The Fly did.
There was The Fly. That's really all that people were talking about.
Mhm.
As soon as I got
That was
done,
the most exciting part.
I guess so. I got to tell you, Troy, I missed The Fly live.
Yeah.
I missed The Fly on the fly.
You missed The Fly on the Fly.
I missed The Fly on the fly.
Yeah.
On the guy.
Well, I think he got stuck in the hairspray or something. I'm not sure.
Was he in there for how long was The Fly in there?
Probably 30, 40 seconds.
Oh,
It
I
was a
thought you were going to
while.
say 30, 40 minutes, man. I was
No.
like, did I
No, it was
really
a-
miss 30,
But
40
30
minutes of a
seconds
fly?
30 seconds is a long time.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
an entire read.
Yeah. I missed it. I think I was watching on the Fox live stream, so maybe Fox cut away for the entire fly.
like chopped off the side of his head.
yeah, Fox is like, we're not showing Vice President Mike Pence in a bad light.
And this is why I
Um,
always wear a hat so flies don't land in my hair.
Oh,
You know.
all right. Okay.
You didn't know that was the
He
reason?
didn't take your advice there on that.
Yeah,
I think he would have
should've
looked.
had a hat on.
Think he would have looked pretty goofy with a hat on in a vice presidential debate.
Yeah. Well, people would have been talking about it.
I guess maybe it's better to talk about a hat than a fly.
Yeah. I'd rather have a hat on my head than a fly on my head.
I guess so. People were saying that it means Mike Pence is a piece of crap.
Yeah.
They were saying it means he's the devil. They were saying a lot of comments on the fly, man. A
Yeah,
lot of
on the fly.
comments on the fly. Lots of jokes were made last night. But yeah, I missed it live, so I felt kind of bad. I felt like I missed the only good part in the entire debate.
Yeah.
Are our commenters saying anything good over there?
Nah, they're just pretty much the same thing,
Okay, fly.
The fly is the way to go. But what other news we have? We have any other
Nothing.
news? Okay, we have a question of the day.
Yeah, we have a question today. We got sponsors. We've got patron saints. We've got we've got weirdos on Thursday.
Uh-huh.
We've got a lot more
Uh-huh.
to go, Troy. But I guess I'll start by I will start by saying, let me tell you the only thing we have for local news today, Troy. I am very thankful that I've got the Beast. I'm nicknaming it the Beast.
The
It used
Beast,
to
I
be
saw that.
formerly number 11.
Mhm.
Yes, I am stealing the name from the presidential limo, even though this is obviously nothing like the presidential limo.
It is not bulletproof, so
It's-
please don't try it.
Do not shoot at me, although I'm sure somebody will at some point. Maybe I
Only
need to get it
birds.
retrofitted with bulletproof stuff. But I'm excited that we've got a news van that you're going to see around town, and we'll have to have a contest or something. People take a picture of the news van, send it into the app,
Mhm.
and win money or something.
Okay. They'll get one of my business cards.
What a terrible prize.
It's
We
horrible.
want them to download the app with these
Yeah,
contests,
it's
Troy,
horrible.
not destroy it and their phone at the same time.
I've had fun with my business cards.
Your business cards are pretty awesome.
I've had
You
fun
got
with
2
them.
sets of business cards, didn't you?
Well,
Didn't somebody bring you
Mike
sidekick
had,
cards and then?
Mike had a business card made from the office there, and then my friend Shauna made the one in my fancy shirt,
Yeah.
which the background of the business card is the pattern of the fancy shirt.
Are you ever going to wear that fancy shirt on this show again?
That's
the real question people wanna
It will
know.
make an appearance again. There will be other shirts equally crazy to that one.
Man, I don't know. I don't know how you could top that shirt.
It's pretty wild.
I don't know how you top it. I don't think you can.
I got some.
Don't try
I
tomorrow.
want some notice when that's going to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got some.
Bring
I got
some
some.
glasses, sunglasses or something.
I have a blazer that's way worse than that.
Is it like who was the guy who wore the NBA Blazers? He always wore the Blazers that were
Craig.
yes, I feel like an idiot.
Yeah, Craig always had fancy stuff.
Okay. You know who else has fancy stuff?
Who's that?
Their supplies are fancy and they get the job done right. That's Fidus Roofing, 904-355 Roof. Local company for over 15 years. All their employees live right here in St. Johns County. That's vitally important. They know the area. They know what kind of roofs you need on your house that can withstand things like storm damage and hail and all the stuff we deal with down here in Florida. Snakes, flying snakes, they exist.
Flying-
Fidus builds roofs to protect you from flying snakes.
And flying monkeys.
That's not officially in their pitch, but I'm going to add that because I'm very confident that their roofs withstand flying snakes.
Scariest thing in my childhood, flying monkeys.
Me too.
Flying monkeys.
From the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah,
you guys
that
saw the Wizard
left
of
the
Oz.
room.
Yeah.
What?
No. I hid behind the recliner.
Mine was 904-355 Roof, by the way. That wasn't my scariest thing when I was a child. Mine was, I saw Thriller when I was like 4.
Oh.
And Thriller, some of the zombies in there, man, the makeup, and they had the zombies looking pretty scary. So that haunted my nightmares for a little while, that
Yeah.
video.
Now, and you saying that, I'm going to my class reunion this weekend.
Yeah?
So,
Class
like,
of 1919.
1985.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right.
So, but Thriller,
that should be
Thriller,
fun.
Thriller was around that time in my high school. So.
What do you do at class reunions? Because
Drink
as you
a
know,
lot.
Troy, I was kicked out of high school on the grad night bus.
Yeah.
So I officially don't
Well,
go.
you went to
Sometimes
3
I
different high
sneak into.
schools.
I did go to 3 different high schools. So I guess I could kind of go to 3 different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try and do that.
And now that
this
you're a
next year.
celebrity, I mean, everyone would
Far
accept
from
you.
it. Yeah, I don't think so. I think with me, they would probably make sure to point out that Pete, you were not.
Show up
in our
in
class.
the beast, and no one's kicking you out.
We'll see about that. We'll put that theory to the test, Troy. You got to bail me out if they kick me out in a fighting manner.
What was
Yeah,
your
I have
most
to look back.
likely to be?
What was that?
Mine?
In your yearbook, didn't they have most likely to be something?
Most likely, I wasn't popular enough to get any of the most likely to be's.
I was most likely to be a sidekick. Even in high school, I was the number 2 guy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's
So-
all right. Well, yeah. So, where's your high school reunion?
It's in
Deland?
DeLand. DeLand
Okay.
High School. So.
Out in the middle of the woods or something?
Well, they canceled the parade. In DeLand, the reunions are a big deal.
When
Like,
I picture a
they closed-
DeLand parade,
they
it's 3
closed-
convertible Mustangs.
They closed the street, and there's probably 5,000 to 10,000 people along the main road of DeLand, and it's everybody who's on like their 5th year, 10th year, 15th year, 25 years. All of those classes come back, and DeLand
the
was a
class
big high school.
reunions.
Yeah. I mean,
And they're in the parade.
I graduated with 715 people.
Wow.
So, I mean, it was a big class, and it's a big deal, but they canceled the parade because of COVID.
It's
And
outside.
it's just probably only about 60 or 70 of us getting together this year, and normally there's 200 of us
Wow.
from our class, from one class.
That's pretty crazy, man. I did not.
It's like the
I still
biggest
picture DeLand being tiny.
No, it's 3 times the size of St. Augustine.
Just the name DeLand sounds
DeLand.
just like a
It's-
little.
it's
it sounds
next
like
to
a little
no
country- Is that the joke you always
Yeah,
heard growing
yeah.
up in DeLand?
And yeah, of course it is. And the guy who founded DeLand, his name was DeLand. So,
Well, just like we got a lot of Flagler stuff around
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
You know?
so we got Flagler County.
All right. So the patron saint, we got to name a patron saint. Is that where you hit patron saint already? No, we're not.
Question of the day.
I'm doing horrible today,
Yeah,
Troy.
yeah.
I'm doing horrible today.
Well, you didn't get too much. You didn't get a lot of sleep 2 nights ago.
I didn't.
So-
I haven't been sleeping for the past few nights. I don't know what it is. I can't sleep well
Yeah.
the past couple nights. But question of the day: when are you most productive? For me, never. It's obviously not 8 in the morning. That's for sure. For me, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Actually, man, I
Mhm.
get a lot of work done like really, really late at night. I get a lot of ideas come to me late at night. So I'd say late at night, unfortunately, which again doesn't help for the sleep.
I'm going to say I'm probably most productive right before lunchtime. Like between
Okay.
like 10 and 12.
Cramming in, getting
Yeah,
stuff
so I
done.
just try and get everything out so I'm not pushing anything into the afternoon. And like Wednesdays and Thursdays are my long days. So, because I do trivia on Wednesday nights at Shaughnessy's and Thursday nights, we're at Tides Oyster House tonight. Come see me.
There you go. Shout
Um,
out. Where's
but
Tide's Oyster House?
It's the old Dunes Cracker.
Oh, right. Yeah, it is.
But
That's the one where they banned me from.
Yeah.
They don't want me ever hosting trivia.
You
there
hosted
again.
one time, and you were really hard on one of the answers.
Yes, I was.
Like one of the names didn't have an S in it. And that was
yeah,
like one of the first
it was
times
Will
you had done-
Powers.
It was
It
Will
was
Powers.
the race car
And
driver.
someone wrote Will Power.
No, no, I had
And
it
you said
backwards.
no.
Yeah,
You
I had
said
it backwards.
no.
It was willpower, and they put an S on it. And I said, no, that doesn't count. And they're like, Troy would have given us that. And I said, well, if you put an S on my last name, it changes my whole last name. It's not my actual name. You got to give me the actual name of somebody.
Yeah. Well, if you move the words around, you end up with Tony Belvins. But so I would say right before lunchtime. You know,
Okay.
Still a little hungry, trying to get stuff done, and that's probably when you catch me at the peak of my production.
Peak Belvins.
Peak Belvins. Peak Belvins time. It's gonna be.
All right.
It's gonna be like the new scale. Where
Well,
are you at on your Belvin meter?
No, nobody needs a Belvins meter. No, that sounds well. You sound like you have normal people production times.
Yeah.
That's good. You're
Yeah.
normal. You're a pretty fairly normal person, Troy.
Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of things late at night too, but I mean, as far as my peak production, it's right there
Before
at that time.
lunch.
Yeah, right before lunch, I think. is
All
my
right.
peak.
Well, the peak time of the debate we talked about earlier was the fly on Mike Pence's head. So I'm giving the patron saint award today to the patron saint of stealing the show, which was the fly on Mike Pence's head.
We should name the fly Freddie the Fly.
Freddie the Fly's not bad at all, man. That's a good first stab at it.
Yeah,
We'll go with Freddie the Fly. There's already memes about Freddie the Fly.
yeah.
I've already
The
seen.
bad part is he's no longer here today. Because flies only live like 2 days, right?
Well, maybe he was baby Freddie yesterday. Maybe he's got one more day, Troy.
Maybe.
I'm sure.
Freddie.
sure one political party or the other will isolate that fly and either torture it or praise it for the rest of its life.
Freddie had his moment of fame.
That's it.
Freddie the Fly.
Freddie's 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
Freddie the Fly's 15 minutes of fame. Say that 15 times fast.
Can't say it. Can't say. I mean, I'm not going to say it once.
I'm not going to try it again. Troy, that's just about the end of our show. If you've got a Stoidum stat for us,
I have
man.
a Stoidum stat, and it's about a cow. All right?
Okay.
So
I mean, I'm trying to lose the weight, Troy. I really am.
it's
I'm
about
trying
a
to.
cow, and it's about a
trying.
clumsy cow.
Okay.
It's about Mrs. O'Leary's cow. Do you know who Mrs. O'Leary's cow is?
Sounds familiar.
Dan?
Started a little fire.
All right. The Great Chicago Fire was
Ah.
started by Mrs. O'Leary's cow. And the story says that this cow kicked over a lantern and started the Great Chicago Fire on this day in history. Fire lasted 2 days. It killed almost 300 people. It destroyed over 17,000 buildings.
Wow.
And in today's economy, it would have cost $4 billion to replace everything that was burnt down.
Wow.
All right. And they
All
couldn't-
because of a cow.
well, unfortunately, they're not 100% sure that Miss O'Leary's cow started it, but Miss O'Leary had to
That was
pretty
her
much
excuse.
exile herself from Chicago because everybody
bet.
blamed her cow.
Well,
and
everybody probably blamed her. I mean, she was the only one who blamed the
Yeah.
cow. You know she started it.
Yeah. So it was in 1871, and so that was the Great Chicago Fire, and still today we talk about Miss O'Leary's cow.
Yeah.
Well, people like Dan and I, Sage, understand it.
Except today we have massive fires started over gender reveal parties.
Yeah. So
All right, big shout out to Primpin' Ain't Easy, Old City Homes, and Fidus Roofing. We appreciate them helping us put on a show for you guys each and every day. We've got more shows for you today, so we'll talk to you a little bit later on in the afternoon. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.
bye-bye.
It's miraculous to fill 20